And y'all, with everything I've said, please remember that we, the people, outnumber our ruling class, law enforcement, military forces 100,000 to 1. And this, what I'm about to say, goes beyond conservative and liberal, Democrat, Republican, left wing or right wing. I think we, the people, have suffered enough. I think we have paid enough taxes. I think we have given every bit that we have for not a lot. And I think it's time for us to demand more. I don't think it's wrong for us to demand. We've been promised lower gas prices, lower grocery prices. Make it happen then. Did your favorite product just go up in price? Who said we're not allowed to harass our elected officials? We can find their phone numbers. We can get their email addresses. We can mail stuff to their office. Hell, we could probably even try to show up to their office. And I understand some of the things that I've said about our government, is going to rub people the wrong way and seem crazy. At the same time, all it takes is one person to say it once. And I don't give a shit if somebody with way more followers, who's way more popular than myself, takes my message and runs with it. That's exactly what I want to happen. In the words of Gwen Stefani, I am a stolen good. Go after knowledge, strive for knowledge and the truth, like it was a stolen good, like it was a movie you were trying to get illegally off of the web, like something you really wanted in a store and you took it. Am I advocating for theft? I'm trying to make a point. There is so much that our ruling class does not want us to know. Like right now, did you realize that with the federal funding freeze, even though it's being held off till Monday by a federal judge, in that little interim, what he did has stopped funding or fucked up the funding for academics. So right now, Trump effectively impacted cancer research has come to a standstill right now, as I understand it, from somebody who's at a university right now, or at least the one that they're going to. It is stopped because it fucked up the funding. And then we sit and watch as Democrats do nothing, because again, the policies that are being enacted really do benefit them in the long run, because it gives them more power over us, the people. It is not Democrat versus Republican. It is a distraction to a larger class war. There is nothing wrong with calling your elected representative and bitching at them day and night. Save their phone number, save their email address in your contacts. Call them constantly. Call them on a daily basis. Call them until you get a reaction, until you get a response. And I am not advocating for the insurrection that happened on January 6, 2021. But remember, it was a group of people that was less than 2,500, believed to be under 2,000 actually, who were not armed, poorly coordinated. They had no explosives. Imagine if they did and if they were trained with them. It was a group of less than 2,000 people that shut down the Capitol for 12, 15 hours? And caused a nationwide panic. That was just 2,500 people. I believe that's 0.00. It's so minute because 1% of the population is 3 million. If even 1% of the population were to push back non-violently, our ruling class would not be able to handle it. They couldn't even handle a group of 2,000 people. How many of us are fed up with the government? And again, this is not a Democrat-Republican issue. You see where both sides play us they play us for saps. Republicans will lay the groundwork, and then Democrats will execute the bill that, finishes it off, and they'll try to dress it in something fancy that makes it sound like it's so progressive, and it really isn't. And they do this back and forth. Either it's Republicans laying the groundwork and Democrats execute it, or Democrats lay the groundwork and it gives an opportunity for Republicans to retranslate it and make a fucked up bill. And you see where they do this back and forth to each other, and we get exhausted, and then we don't want to talk about politics. And it's a pretty simple conversation. It's not Democrat versus Republican, it is a class war. And everything in between, networks like Fox News, networks like CNN, MSNBC, Breitbart, in every way, on the left to right, we have people who are trying to control a narrative and trying to keep us hating somebody else rather than realizing that we have more in common with that person. So I encourage people, I'm not advocating for violence. I'm saying just the awareness of what our government is. It's not red versus blue. It's not Democrats good, Republicans bad, or vice versa. Republicans good, Democrats bad. It's all a distraction. Because while it looks like they're arguing about something progressive or something that actually means something, in the interim, who loses out is us, the people.